good people. Welcome to Melanated Vibrations, a new show that celebrates the diversity and richness of Black culture. Join us as we delve into our individual mental health and overall mental health of our community. From the latest trends to the timeless coping mechanisms, we'll showcase the best of what it means to be mentally healthy. So sit back, relax, and get ready to feel the vibrations of Black excellence. Let's get started.
Hey y'all, happy Monday. I see you got your pink on. So I don't have my pink, but y'all see them lights. Y'all see the lights. Got my pink lights on. Happy Monday. Happy Melanated Vibrations Monday. Thank you guys for tuning in. I hope you guys had a great weekend. This weather is crazy. We're all gonna be sick. That's all I got. It went from being cold to then hot for a week to then raining and back to cold. So I hope you guys had a great weekend and no one was in there. No one got caught in the rain like I did. My son had a football game. So unfortunately, when it started to rain, I always volunteer to hold the sticks or the poles, whatever you call them, on the field. And so when it started to rain, I just had to sit there and just be in the rain because I was volunteering to hold the sticks because that's the best seat on the house. Like being on the field to me is the best seat in the house when it comes to football. You get all the live action, you get to talk shit under your breath. It's just a good time. It's a good time. So I do hope that everyone had a great weekend and that you guys were safe. As a reminder, it is October. It is Breast Cancer Awareness Month. Please make sure that you guys are telling more people about, the symptoms of breast cancer. If you feel something feels off, women, ladies, make sure you go and see your doctor. I know before it used to be like 45, 50 in order to get a mammogram. I believe they moved the bar up to 35. So if you are experiencing any lumps or swollenness, any fluid that is not like breast milk, if you're not breastfeeding, anything just seems abnormal, please make sure you make a doctor's appointment and go talk to your doctor because, breast cancer, unfortunately, takes a lot of our women on a yearly basis. I remember the statistics said 240,000 women are 240,000 women are diagnosed every year. 42,000 women actually die from breast cancer. So those statistics are way too high for me. So if we can catch it early, please make sure that we are going to go get our tatas checked. Ladies, go get these things checked, okay? Go get them checked, okay? They don't feel good. Go get them checked, okay? These eyes, we got to take care of them. If you are on the stream, please make sure that you are tagging your folks in. Make sure you are sharing the stream. And tell everybody to come on in. It's going to be a great topic tonight. I'm super, 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 super excited about it. Kind of a spinoff of, what we talked about last week. Hey, Hannibal. And so I just want to make sure that, we keep it flowing. Yeah, I don't know what's going on with the Dust Free today. I saw the name and I was just going to ignore it. Not really sure what's going on with that. But yes, I said I wasn't going to be Dustiana today. I was just going to be Dominique. So thank you for everybody that is on the stream. If you just joined, please make sure you share, tag your folks in. It's going to be a really good topic. We got two guests coming on, two guests from two totally different spectrums, but very similar walks of life. And so I'm always super excited to hear other people's viewpoints on, just kind of anything. So how was your weekend, sis? What are you bringing? It was what?
Fun.
I know you was on a date and everything. You was cute. Did you have heels on? You was showing out. I seen you. Okay. All right. I'm rubbing off on you. I love that for me. I'm glad you and your husband had a great date night.
Fucking shit. Hurt like hell for 4 hours.
Who did you go see? What was the comedian?
Oh, It was the Atlantic City comedy show. I ain't really know nothing about it.
Okay.
Until it was like, oh, let's go. It'd be so much fun. It was Bruce. It's supposed to be Lavelle Crawford. I don't think he came. Bill Bellamy. Bill Bellamy is actually funnier in person.
How you know Lavelle Crawford if his ass was there?
He didn't come on Sunday though. It was like 2 days. We just went on the Sunday day, and then I'm trying to think of who it was. It was some other people. I think some more were supposed to be there, but she didn't come on Sunday. But all the people. Uncle Elroy from Friday.
Jay Boogie.
Hey. So he was
I
there.
like Uncle Elroy.
He was funny as hell. His was funny as shit. I ain't gonna lie. But it was like it was like we had the floor seats, so it was like kind of right there, but not right there. I ain't even recorded. I was so busy just paying attention. But it was fun though. But 4 hours walking around and it was.
Hey, big bro, how you doing, stranger?
It was hard. I don't wear heels like that anymore because I'm getting old and the shit hurts. So yeah, I was like, ooh, this is gonna be rough. Walking the boardwalk too. I didn't even stay on that side, so I had to walk all the way back to the car. Yeah, my feet hurt. They hurt. My knees hurt. Not dustism.
Oh, gee.
Get off the screen.
Hey, Jess. Well, it sounds like you had a great weekend.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, it could be longer, but here we are. Like I said, Saturday was homecoming for my son, so I'm a teen mom, so I did all the teen mom stuff. I think I went to sleep like 12 o'clock the night before. I was putting together little bags for them.
Yeah,
it's crazy. It's crazy. She out here sprinkling pixie dust. We don't know what's happening. But it was good. Friday was a late night because they had practice. Saturday, I spent a couple hours on the field, went to go get my nails done. That's a must. Every 2 weeks, nails and feet, got to get them done all year round. Okay, because even if I don't got nobody to touch on my feet, they still got to stay done. I got to look at them. So, and then what I do Sunday, clean. I cleaned on Sunday. That's what I did. I cleaned. I cooked dinner. Yeah, it was good. It was a good weekend. And now here we are on Mondays. So, Jessica's hilarious. She said dust-free when. She's never dust-free. She always dusty. She always coming and stirring the damn pots. Okay? So, what are you bringing into this space this evening? There she go. Here she go.
Non-violence.
Okay. Mm-hmm.
Side note, I talk shit about all them exes.
Okay, we talking shit about exes. That's what we doing tonight. How we get about this together? What am I bringing into this space? I am bringing in. I don't know what I'm bringing in right now. I'm bringing in some tequila, and what's the wine I like? Stella Rosa, golden honey peach, and a couple shots of tequila inside. Hey, Reek! Shout out to Reek, who is the host of Women's Wellness Wednesdays along with T. You can catch them every Wednesday at 6 p.m. only on the big exclusive network. Again, like honestly, probably one of my favorite shows, even outside of my shows, like my favorite show. I love the show. I love the guests. I love the information.
Your favorite was her, bro. She walked the boardwalk home.
Yeah, she the boardwalk. That's what it is. She's not used to wearing them. So, hey, so yes, make sure y'all check it out. I don't know if y'all was here on time or not, but did y'all see that intro? Like, I just stopped playing with the big exclusive. Did anybody see the intro? Okay, I don't know what the hell Shannon is back there doing.
I was like, what is this?
He's a master plan. Okay, that's what he's doing.
Some new stuff.
Child, it was the intro for me. It was the intro for me, y'all.
Okay.
Y'all just gotta. I don't know what the outro gonna be, but the intro, baby, that I see you. Yeah, Shaq and Kobe. Yeah, very much so. Love it. Just want to put that out there. I was like, what is this? I didn't know. I wasn't expecting it. Every time I log on,
$40.
Shut up. Popping up on the damn you got something new popping up on the thing, biggest.
I want $40 cash at me.
Zelle, Venmo, PayPal. Apple Pay. We take all forms of payment.
We
That's
take all.
I'm saying. So yes. All right. So yeah, I'm bringing it to the space wine and tequila.
Excuse me.
Great combination, especially that Stella Rosa. Love it for me. So I have two guests that are coming on. We are going to talk about the standards of dating. Are there standards of dating? Wow. Let me make you a drink, big exclusive. I guarantee you won't even be able to taste it.
It's fucking disgusting.
Don't do that. It's not.
Shit
you gotta know which tequila to blend. See, y'all don't know what y'all do.
No. Why you gotta put tequila in it? Why you can't just let the wine do the job?
Because I need to get
right
there.
You don't drink Tellersport.
Yeah. Shout out to Aunt Rockmore, my bro. This man right here had his debut show.
First of all, what happened? I need you to tell me what happened.
I already know what happened. Sit down. We're not talking about that right now. So shout out to Ant on Thursdays. He did his pilot show, the Ant Money Experience, where it's just like tuning into the Big Exclusive Network on Tuesday, baby. It's gonna be some bullshit, okay? So if you did not catch it, okay, last Thursday at the pilot, you don't want to miss it. Make sure you tune in this Thursday at 7 p.m. so you can hear Ant Money or Mr. Ant Rockmore or Mr. Slim Exclusive, whatever he want to go by these days. I don't know. It's too much for me to keep up with. But listen what I'm saying, okay? Make sure y'all check him out on Thursdays. Like when I tell y'all we got a line of shows for y'all. All right, so we start with Melanated Vibrations on Monday. Because, we got to start with the Black Excellence. Y'all see us. Okay, Black Excellence. And then Tuesday, we go on and we move on over to the Big Exclusive Network podcast. Big Exclusive podcast, okay? So they got Big Exclusive, Angry OG, and we got our man Top Flight who come every so often to make an appearance. And you just never know what other guests you going to have on there. They got a special guest coming tomorrow. So y'all know like I know. Yeah, y'all see them. Y'all know like I know. Like I know. Y'all better make sure y'all is here. Okay, for Mr. DJ. That's all I'm saying. Okay, make sure y'all here for DJ Alamo at 7 p.m. Okay, and then you're going to head on over there on Wednesdays to Women's Wellness Wednesdays with Reek and T. And you're going to go and get all the information that you need and all the empowerment and the motivation to get you through the rest of the week, because that's like the midweek motivation. Okay, that's what you need. You need some wellness up in your life. And then you're going to head on over there to Thursdays, like I told y'all, if y'all missed last Thursdays, to the Ant Money Experience. Okay, and then he going to be a goofy. Okay, he going to get you right, because Thursdays is technically when we start partying. Okay, here in Philadelphia. Okay, and it takes us on into Friday. And I believe we got something on Friday. If I'm correct, I think the Big Exclusive podcast got another show that they doing on Fridays now, like special episodes and stuff like that. And then we got Fat Gene Activated on Saturdays. And all we need is a show for Sunday. Praise the Lord. We're going to go around and pass the offering plate and maybe we can get a show. But listen, we keep you right. We keep you tight is what I'm saying. Okay, so you ain't got to go nowhere else. You ain't got to go to other podcasts. You just stay right here. We going to carry you through the week. All right. So now that we got those formalities out the way, Sure and that's what I'm saying, Jess.
Sure does.
You definitely gonna be on that BS, and you ain't even gotta tell me. I've known you for a lot of years. I know when you want some BS, and I'm gonna be a special guest on there. So make sure y'all tune in on Thursday because we're gonna get to the nitty gritty. I agree, OG. I agree. So we're gonna talk about the standards of dating. Hey, Deandra. If there are standards, do we have any standards of dating? What are you willing to accept as a first date? We got. CFB, we all we got. Okay, right? That's what I like. That's what I'm saying. Okay? Listen, so are there standards of dating? What is a typical first date? What are you willing to do on a first date? I came across this video, or someone sent me this video from this young lady on, I think her name is Adairess, on TikTok. And she talks about her deal breakers for dating. She states that she does not do coffee or drink dates as a first date. Shit is crazy. Shit is wild. If my guests are here, I want to bring my guests in so we can watch this 6-minute clip.
We can watch the cat. I mean, you see any voice? The cat.
Cab. Why I gotta be Cab? Hey, Jeff. I'm over here blowing down.
I wasn't ready.
She wasn't ready yet.
I was getting my little drink.
You caught her in the hat. Okay.
She just took the hardest pool ever.
Listen, it is what it is. All right, so my other guest isn't here yet, but we're gonna get started. I want you guys to watch this video. It's about 6 minutes long. I'm not gonna say I don't agree with the young lady. I'm not gonna say that I disagree with her. I just think
it's bullshit.
Wow.
It is. Y'all gonna see.
Nah, Tatiana. How you gonna just give her my name like that?
You see what I'm saying? I need a different name.
Don't be getting up on the nail.
Because I'm Dominique today. It's
relax.
Okay. Bro, don't get on here and start your shits, okay? Right. Don't get on here and start your shit.
Let me cover.
MIA, don't do that.
Don't cover nothing.
Not too much. All right.
You should be looking that far anyway.
Right? I'm like mad far away from the camera and everything.
I'm gonna play the video. We gonna watch it and we gonna see. Okay.
Y'all do.
Because that's all we needed to do was bring Jess up here. That's it. Like, you about to be a reoccurring guest on the show at this point, sis. You see how they act when you come on here? You see how they act when you come on here? I love that for you.
Look, don't cover nothing.
I'm trying. All right, so here we go.
Coffee or drink dates. Now, I understand that some women like this or prefer this because it's a quick turnaround, 30 to 45 minutes. If you don't like him, you can get out of there. It works for some people. If you like it, I love it. This video is not for you. Keep scrolling. However, for me, as for me and my household, we're going to have higher standards. I'm talking to this guy and I'm going to read it to you because we've been talking for a couple days and he started talking about meeting up. So he said, we should get together over some pear and lychee cocktails soon. And I said, that's really sweet, but I prefer dinner. I like to get dressed up. Now, I always try to say it nicely because I don't want to be like, I don't accept drink dates. Like, you don't have to be mean. You don't have to be, you can be nice about it. But let's just say I prefer dinner because I like to get dressed up. And he said, I see. What type of places do you have in mind? So I sent him a list of places that I've been like wanting to try, all sorts of different budgets, okay? It ranges from like medium to a little bit higher, all different locations around the city so he can choose like what works for him, you know, timing and budget wise. So I sent the list of places. He says, these places sound really nice. I think it'll be fun to get to know each other over some nicer dining options. Here it comes though. But I wanted to let you know up front that if we were to meet at one of those places, I'm comfortable splitting the check. I usually will do drinks or something on the simpler end for the first meetup to see if there's a connection first. So my thing is, I don't like the coffee or drink date because they're trying to audition you to see if you are worth an actual dinner. This is the thing for me. Like, I know men. The number one thing men are judging you off of is your looks, right? When they see you, they meet you, they're gonna be like, okay, how beautiful is she? Is she put together? Do I find her attractive, right? That's the number one thing. Your personality may come second, sure, but the first thing is how you look, right? So with that in mind, my NARS Radiant Creamy Concealer costs $32, okay? Why would I put on full face of expensive makeup, do my hair, make sure my nails are done, make sure there's no hair on my body, and then come and spend 2 hours of my time talking to you for an $8 coffee or a $16 cocktail? Be oh so for real. Let's take it even deeper. When women go out with a man that they do not know, they take a huge risk. Men are crazy, okay? Do you watch the news? Like 1 in 5 men are violent. He could unalive you, he could RAPE you, he could stalk you, he could harass you if he feels like it. Like, it is very dangerous, extremely dangerous. When you go out with a man, you have to share your location with your mom and your friend. You have to send a screen recording of his Hinge profile and the conversation that you guys had so that if you go missing, they have context. You have to text your friend every half an hour while you're with him to let her know that you haven't been beheaded. You have to take an Uber so that he doesn't know what kind of car you have, just in case he's crazy. And then when you get home, you have to text somebody to tell them that you made it home alive. Men aren't doing that. They don't have to worry when they meet a woman that they do not know that their lives will be in danger. Quite the contrary, Men benefit from just being seen with you in public, okay? If you are beautiful, poised, well-dressed, it reflects well on him. People look at him and they think, oh wow, he must be the man. Ooh, he probably has money. You know what? He's probably a good guy if he can pull her. And this is especially so if you are more attractive than him. If he's fugly or he's overweight or he's short, they're like, oh yeah, he must have money in order to be able to pull a baddie like that. So my thing is like, what's in it for women? We've already spent more money than you by just putting our makeup on. We're in danger. Like, what's in it for us? So then all of that, plus this man is a pharmacist. Okay, you mean to tell me you make upwards of $150,000 per year, but you can't take me to $120 to maybe $200 dinner, 2 drinks, an appetizer, 2 entrees, and a dessert? Like, and that kind of thing. Look, men are supposed to be on their like best behavior when they're doing a first interaction with a woman. Like, that is when they are at their absolute best. So if he's being cheap now for a first interaction, he's gonna be cheap on your birthday. He's gonna be cheap on Christmas. Like, that kind of thing, that only gets worse. It never gets better. That is the type of man that's going to want you to work full time, pay half the rent when you guys move in together, do the majority of the housework because he doesn't want to hire a housekeeper, raise the kids, plan most of the things, and then after you do your 16-hour shift of labor, he's going to want you to be happy and sexy for him, for his pleasure that night. Like, that's the kind of life you're looking at. So you know what? Good for this man for asserting his boundary. He did it very nicely, and it showed me what his like attitude or approach is when it comes to dating new women, and ultimately it gave me the opportunities to choose, and I have my boundaries too, so I chose to not accept it. And so I didn't respond or anything. I didn't like bargain with him or try to justify anything. I just quietly unmatched him because I wasn't gonna let him play in my face. But like, obviously if you're on TikTok, like, this is not irregular discourse. Like, this is very popular. Like, the Red Pill podcast men are always talking about like all of these things. So like, it's not uncommon. Like, men are trying to get away with this these days. They're trying to see what they can do. They're trying to get at you for less than $20. Okay, so the pharmacist tried to give me a coffee date on a Friday. Saturday, a surgeon took me to a beautiful dinner with a view. The next day after that, this other man took me to this food event where the tickets were $250 because he wanted us to have VIP. So don't feel scarce about it, because there are plenty of men, there are a plethora of men that would be more than happy to show you a good time. So never settle. Date until you find the best man for the job, and you got this. That's my TED Talk for the day. You didn't ask, but I felt like you would listen. Send this to one of your friends who needs to raise their standards, and tell me what you feel like in the comments.
In the closet over here, you gotta wait.
I need to go get my phone.
Well then. This is why I'm single, and I'm just gonna be single forever and a day.
Woo! Child. I almost feel like I need one of these men on here because
This is why I'm considered basic. This is why.
I need one of these men on here. Like,
we do need a man on here because they be, you see, this works. You see how it works for her? I could barely get McDonald's in consistency. Like, I can barely get some consistent DoorDashes. Like, this is crazy.
I can't even get a nigga to text me back on this.
Like, I can't even.
Oh, God.
It works. It works for her, clearly.
Oh, God. Wow. Okay, so I'm sorry.
I need to step my shit up. This is crazy.
Okay, so all right. That was a lot to digest. Let me say that. It was a lot to digest, but does she have her valid points? Absolutely. I'm not saying I agree 100% of what she is saying. But to each his own, right? Like we all have our standards of dating and what we are willing to, bend to, I guess. So I don't drink coffee. So going on a coffee date for me would never be an option. I don't drink coffee. It's just not my thing. So whatever. It's not like, hey, let's go to Starbucks and grab a cup of coffee. We're not doing that. But I'm not saying that I wouldn't be open to like, hey, let's go to Starbucks. And I say, hey, I don't drink coffee. And they're like, but I know Starbucks carries hot chocolate. So their hot chocolate is tasty. So is their lemon pound cake. So I'd be okay with that, right? Whatever. But I guess sometimes you have to come out of your comfort zone. Like, I get it. Nobody wants an $8 cup of coffee or a $16 margarita or martini. And now you feel like you're entitled. But I think a lot of times women forget that men are auditioning too. Like, we're not the only ones auditioning when we are out here in this dating pool. Men too are auditioning for the woman that they potentially want to date. And so if you have a guy that is entertaining more than one female, is it wise to think that they are going to spend $120, $200 for every single female they're dating? Like, I guess I'm just confused. Men audition the same way we as women audition. Do I agree with her point of women have so much more of like protection and we have to worry about being safe when we're going out with guys? Yeah, but men audition for dates and women the same way we audition. Thank you, Big Exclusive, for coming on.
Look
I wanted to come on, represent for some men, I guess, maybe not all, but continue. You were making great points.
I was just saying, like, for me, it's audition on both ends. I think to think that we as women are the only prize in this equation is selfish to me. That's what I'm learning.
That's very awesome to hear you as a woman say that.
Because I'm in the dating pool now. Like, I'm single, so
they're the prize and that's it. But
yeah.
let me start off by saying all women are entitled to have standards and preferences, boundaries, and deal breakers. Right? There are guys out there who absolutely do not have a problem with taking her to an expensive restaurant, paying for everything, and meeting those standards. There are also men who say, yeah, I'm gonna pass on that. Everybody has a choice. You perfectly okay exercising your choice. The couple issues I have with what she said have to do with the whole purpose of dating at the end of the day. Why are we dating? Right? I thought, and this correct, I'm so glad there's 3 women on here because you guys can check me if you need to. But I thought the purpose of dating was getting to know somebody, to see if there's a connection, to see if there's compatibility, to see if there's a vibe, to see if this person's morals, beliefs align with yours, right? So I'm thinking personally that's maybe a younger generation thing, a younger modern woman generation thing, because I feel like the women in my age bracket, I'm 45, by the way, don't mind saying it, they date with maybe a different purpose, because I think the women of a certain age, okay, let's just call it, you know what I mean, a big age like Dom like to say. Those women don't mind if you guys go for coffee, water ice, a picnic, Wawa to take on a picnic. They don't care about any of the expensive stuff because, number one, just like I'm sure that young lady they can take themselves to dinner. I've been to brunch events and brunch dates where it was tables full of women and they was running it up. They didn't have no issues with, I'm sure, ladies, Dom, you took your sister out on a very nice birthday trip. I'm sure Jess and her friends go out and do things together and they have no issues paying. But I think with dating, the older you get, the intentions change. Now, I'm saying the intentions for younger women dating may be totally different. They may be dating just to see if they can find that summertime boo or winter boo or that filler till they meet the one or their person. Whereas older women are dating because they want to find their forever person. They don't have time to work because most of those women can take care of everything and anything themselves anyway. To bring a man into that is them finding someone to accentuate their happiness. They're not looking for men to really do anything. And most men in whatever position, in whatever capacity, have no issue taking care of their woman. No matter what amount of money they make, if they make a little above minimum wage, those men have no issues turning over the whole check to their woman or taking care of whatever bill they possibly can. For the men who can take care of everything, they have no problem taking care of everything. So for her to pigeonhole those men who may want to go on a coffee date, right, and assume that those are the guys that's going to want to go 50-50, and for the love of God, stop with that social media shit and believe in what's going on social media. These people who live in these lives are selling a lifestyle on social media. I guarantee you 90% of the people on social media don't live the way they present on social media. Okay? So let's stop with that. Let's get rid of that. Don't let whatever this woman says be your goals. Don't let whatever celebrity couple you see be your goals. Let's be more realistic. Certain people live in certain tax brackets, and it dictates that their finances go away. Whether he paying 70 and she paying 30, whether he paying 100% or she paying 100%, it does not matter. What matters is for the people who are looking for relationships that are fulfilling in such ways as mentally, spiritually, emotionally, and looking for their person. Yeah, finances are important, but at the end of the day, so is support, so is vulnerability, so is intimacy, so is that sense of home and family. Those are all things you can't pay for. I don't give a damn how much money you got. I've seen celebrities worth millions check themselves out. The whole point is be deliberate and be intentional in your dating. If your intention is to find somebody who's well off, coffee date ain't gonna do it for you. And I respect that. Make sure you're running in those places and in those circles where those men can afford to make sure everything is covered. They can pay all the bills, they can take care of your maintenance or whatever. Make sure you're running in those circles, but do not expect all men to acquiesce to that way of thinking, because some men are like, listen, she said that man was a pharmacist. He made potentially upwards of $150,000 a year. Mm-hmm. Can you imagine what brought him to the point where it's like, you know what? I got to start doing coffee dates because these expensive ones, it feels like they just was here just to eat an expensive meal and take pictures, do it for the gram. Okay. I'm not making a sweeping generalization and saying that's all women. What I am, however, saying is what brought him to the point where he's like, listen, we can have coffee or tea. If that's the point, to get to know each other, to see if we're compatible, to see if we want to move forward with date 2, communicate more, that should be sufficient. But he probably to the point where he done went to Nobu and Mr. Chow and every other expensive, different kind of restaurant, and he's burnt out. He even said to her, look, if we're going to go to one of these places, I don't mind going Dutch. What's wrong with that? Nothing. You can afford it. I mean, but again, if that's her standard, she's entitled to that. I just don't want people getting the wrong idea, because her reason for dating may not be the same reason you looking to date. And if you adopt that ideology, you truly could be missing out on your person. So just be careful, right? Most importantly, we all have to do what's best for us, okay? You can't be out here adopting these ideas and living in these echo chambers. And that goes for men with the Red Pill podcast and all that shit too. You can't be adopting these ideologies when they don't necessarily fit your pockets or your lifestyle or your reason for dating.
I agree. It's funny because Shannon, it's something that you said about like dating with intention or dating with a purpose. And I feel like, so now I'm single, right? So I'm back in the dating pool. As I always say, it has pee and fentanyl in it. I joke about that all the time, but I'm very
Yes,
serious.
Tia. That's what we was talking about. And welcome, Tia. She your first time watching.
Tia, welcome. Thank you so much for tuning in. Tag your folks and share the stream. So I found myself recently. So I guess I would say I'm dating this guy. I don't know. Trying to date multiple people at this point. Gotta have a roster. But like our first date was
You subscribe to the theory, date them all, sis.
That's what I'm saying. Date them all. Gotta ask somebody for everything, right? And so funny thing is, like, he's an older guy. And our first date was something very different than what I expected. So it wasn't a coffee date or like a drink date because he doesn't really drink. We actually went on a trail walk. And I'm sitting here like, I don't do no damn nature. Like, that's not what I do. And ideally, I wanted to just shut it down. Like, nigga, we not gonna go walk on a trail. You're not gonna try to kill me. Like, I got my shit on me. Like, but I was like, let's just see how this goes. And I must say, like, it was good. Like, it felt good to, like, I think we walked like a mile and a half up, a mile and a half back. And we just got to talk and look at nature and crack jokes and figure out who's our top 5 rappers and what's good movies. And he likes zombie apocalypse movies like me. And his favorite place, if he could go anywhere in the world and live, it'd be Jamaica. And I'm like, oh, that's me. Like, I love Jamaica. Like, people that know me know Jamaica's like my favorite place. And that's what I'm saying. I always got my shit on me, baby. I don't play. I don't go nowhere with it. I don't leave home without y'all know that. But it just was different. And I guess for me now in this single phase of life, it's like if I'm dating with a purpose or with intention, I have to open myself up and realize that the way that I'm used to dating, going out to dinner and stuff like that, it's nothing wrong with that if that's your standards, but it's nothing wrong with also opening yourself up to something different. Because you miss out on so many good people when you close yourself up. So by her saying she didn't want to do coffee or drinks, even him, like you said, offering to go Dutch, like that might have been your person. And you just missed out on that because you like, I don't want an $8 cup of coffee and $16 martini. Okay. Because you counted his pockets. Because in your mind, this man make 150 plus thousand a year. And you've already counted his pockets. So you expect, agree, is to be free. You've already counted his pockets, so you have this expectation that he should be able to afford a $200 meal. So it's like, that's your standards, and there's nothing wrong with that. Listen, that's for you. But for me, I think you miss out on a lot of great people when you stick to just one way of dating. And I'm trying to learn to stick to, be open. Let me say that, to dating.
So let me ask a question while I have, 3 women here and me as a guest. How do women feel about like going Dutch first date?
Oh, it don't bother me.
I don't love it.
You don't love it?
I don't, because I know what I bring.
Agreed.
So I do like a man to kind of take care of that first date. I do. I'll be fine. I'll take care of the whole date if I have to, but I do look at a man different if he takes care of that first date.
So interesting, right? So I'm curious, why?
Because I'm still very old school. So I feel like a man that takes care of the first date is going to be a man that's going to open the door for me. It's going to be a man that I'm still that woman that I will tell you what I want before the waitress comes so you can order for me. But that doesn't really work. That hasn't been working. But that is how I am. So if he takes care of the first date, I kind of look at him a little bit more up here. And it could be any day. I'm not like one of those, like how she was. Like we can have a McDonald's car date and that's fine. But, if he offers to take care of the first date, that makes me look at him different.
Okay.
That's a good point, Loretta. That's why I said my date on the trail was perfect. There was no distractions. And he owns his own company. Like he has a tow truck company. His phone kept going off. He kept getting all these hits. When I tell you that man ain't answer his phone, he ain't And it was like I got a chance to really get to know him. But I agree with you, right? If a man can pick up a check on the first date, it's like, okay, maybe in your mind, it's like he could be a provider. I don't mind going Dutch. Doesn't really bother me because I feel like if this wasn't the best date or it didn't really work out or I'm not really, who, me? OG?
Who are you talking about? I don't know who he is.
Jessica.
Probably
Don't
me.
start your shit, bro.
I
That
don't
was
mind
coming
going
from me,
Dutch.
but
About
okay.
Jessica. No, it's
So
okay.
this is why I don't mind going Dutch. I feel like, again, I think as women, sometimes we think that we are the only prize sitting at this table or on the other end of this phone, not realizing that this is still a human. This is a person who took time out of his schedule to make time for us so that we could go somewhere. And so as much as I know what I bring to the table, and like I said, the very first episode I've ever been on this podcast or, Shannon's podcast, I am the table because I know what I bring. I'm that lawyer, that nurse, that doctor, that freak, whatever you need me to be, I'm going to be there. So that's why I say, I'm the table, like I got it. But understanding that a man, whoever you decide to date, because that's the thing, right? We talk to whoever we decide to date, we text and we call and we FaceTime it. In that moment, that those weeks that lead up to that first date, you know if that man is worth it or not. Mm-hmm. So the same way he's trying to date you to figure out if you're worth a $200 meal, you're also trying to decide if he's worth a random gift, if he's worth giving some ass to, or whatever the case may be. So we're all deciding if that other person is worth something. I don't mind going Dutch. God forbid it don't work. The conversation is corny. I paid for my meal. I can take myself out. I can do all the 5-star restaurants. That bothers me none. So it's like, I feel like I can take myself out to dinner. Like,
so let me be clear. I've never, ever made a woman.
OG.
Never, ever made a woman pay for a first, second, or third date. If they did pay, it's because they wanted to, or it was my birthday. And somehow they insisted, right? And there's women who's here who can attest to that. And they're my friends, okay? So the reason I even asked the question is because it looks like in today's dating, we're making a shift, right? Dating has shifted so much from when I was out there gung-ho, you know what I mean? Because Carla, my mom, God rest her soul, one of my very first lessons was, son, treat a woman like you would want somebody to treat me. I've never forgotten that. So do I want somebody to, give my mom flowers? Yes. Pay for dates? Yes. I've paid for babysitters. I've paid for transportation to and from if they didn't want me to know where they live. I've sent gifts. Most dates, I bring gifts with me, even if it's just a token. But it seems like this shift in dating is a direct result of social media in the world we live in. Because everything is instant.
I pay for babysitter shit. You trying to get that ass? I see you, pimp, but go ahead and talk.
If I take you on a date, of course I want it. I've thought about it. Yes. If I'm willing to do all of that, it's women I've talked to and never taken on a date. Okay, so if I'm taking you on a date, it's just who I am.
Up here giving
the point is, I think we're in such an instant gratification society right now that a lot of times men can get it just off the inbox or the DM. It's not much effort needed anymore. And like, who fault is that? A lot of women say chivalry is dead. I don't know if it is. My daughters will tell you they don't touch doors. That's something they don't do. They don't touch doors, right? And most women I'm with, I try not to have them touch doors. I just think, what's the disconnect between then and now? And I'm asking the women because we're not doing it on our own. Men, you know what men do? It's a number game. It's a numbers game for us, right? Right? It's a numbers game. Because why else would men do certain shit if it don't work, right? Because I hear women habitually complain about certain stuff that men do on the DM or the good morning or what you doing, or they might just fire off dick pics. It's working with somebody, or else we wouldn't do it. So my question is, who are we holding accountable for these new standards?
I believe, and a lot of people don't agree with this, especially my girlfriends, that women are majority to blame for why men move the way they move now. Women are way too easy, way too accessible. So men don't even have to work anymore. It's just there. Like, I've been dating for 4 or 5 years now since I've been divorced. And it's the same thing. Just last year, I started to really realize, like, damn, this is a real thing. Like, women really just send pictures and videos so freely, because the amount of men that will ask me for some vagina video blows mine. And I'm like, you know what? They must be really getting this to think that they can ask me for that. So these women that are dating for money, dating for social media, they have made it very hard for like a woman like myself who will do the extra, because I'm old school. I will, if I cook, I'm going to bring you a plate to work if you're working. If you are busy and you have a busy schedule and you're paying to get your laundry done, I will go pick up that laundry and do it for you. So I come off very unbelievable when I'm dating. And then that becomes draining for me as a woman, because I'm constantly trying to prove myself that by the time I do it, and now they are stragglers, because I have a lot of stragglers, I'm over it because I already put too much energy into it.
I agree with that. I agree, Deandra. I don't think chivalry is dead, right? I think that women that have standards, like you said, like men that send dick pics, at some point that worked for some women, right? Like they were okay with the dick pics. Don't send me no dick pic. I don't like dick pics.
I don't either.
The quickest way to get blocked. But at some point that worked for some women. And so I do think that, yeah, I don't do the unsolicited nudes. Like, that's crazy. That's wild. It's pure insanity to me. I think that for the women that have standards, it becomes very hard for women that have standards. Like someone said in the comment, I think it was Loretta, when you have standards and men are not used to that, or certain men are not used to that because they're used to getting their way with women, when they run across us and then we say no, now they're mad. And now because they feel rejected, now they get disrespectful. And now they, like, I don't do the cat calling. Like, don't ayo, like, don't do that. Don't do that. Not too much, because I'm gonna act like I don't hear you. Don't cat call me. Like, I'm walking down the street, don't send me dick pics, don't cat call me. It's just certain things that for me, I'm just not going to allow. Like, that's just me. So I'm on Facebook dating. Facebook has like a dating portion of their app, and I'm on there and I'm just looking at like the DMs that I'm getting from like certain guys, and I'm like, this must have worked for someone. And I just read them and then I click off of it, because I'm like, this is not how you approach me. I'm not the what you doing me to death. You fit the what you doing me to death, nigga. I'm at work. What are you doing? Like from 8 to 4:30, baby. I'm getting a check. That's what I'm doing. And outside of that, I'm at football practice or at my part-time job being a therapist. Like, I don't what you doing me to death. That shit blows my mind. But I think that women that have standards are being overpowered by the women that do not. Again, I don't mind going Dutch. It's not, I don't look at it either which way. I think sometimes as women, we always scream equal rights, equal this, equal that. But then when it's time to pay a bill, we like, ooh, let's put our hands down. Let that man do that. Nah, since she wanted to be equal. So be equal. But if a man decides that he wants to pay for the thing, I'm a great tipper. I used to work in the restaurant industry. So for me, I always tip really, really good, especially if the service was phenomenal. Like, I'm the tipper, and I'll say, hey, I'm going to leave the tip. And I will always leave the tip. But that's just me. Like, I don't know. I don't require, you know, as I knew OGs will come with it. But for me, I just don't know. I'm trying something new here. We're going to see how it works. And I'm dealing with an older guy. So it's like, I'm trying to see how that, I think it is generational. When you deal with somebody that is older than you by like a decade or 5 years, whatever, you know, it's just different. Like, the expectations are different. So, I don't know.
The equal rights deserves equal lefts.
You know what, OG?
Listen.
Not my sister up here quiet. We don't care that you married. You wasn't always married. Speak your fucking mind. You ain't said shit the entire time. Be talking.
Man, because what I say on
we don't care.
Say it.
It's somebody out there who could probably relate to what you
I learned the fuck up, because if I
this
say,
is our show. We can say what the fuck we want. Go ahead and talk.
A lot of shit. These comments look like cat. I ain't gonna hold y'all. It's like,
Where's the cat button? We gotta get our own cat
Right.
button.
what? Bullshit.
Stop the cap. Stop the cap right now.
We're gonna start. Okay, well, I'm gonna read this bitch from top to bottom. I'm gonna read her from the top of that nut ass bun to the bottom of her feet. First of all, one $32 foundation, bitch. I wear makeup. If you know me, you know I wear makeup. And my mascara. My foundation that I normally wear is $60. So come harder, bitch. That ain't nothing.
It
Number
might be
two.
Okay, we talking about the girl on the video. Jesus.
Yes. Number two.
Go ahead, girl, go ahead.
Number two. My first real date with my husband. I'm gonna go to my husband. My first real date was Fat Tuesdays. It was a Drake date. I love coffee. If you know me, you know I love coffee. That's the way to get to me. I love coffee. You'd be like, hey, I was thinking of you, so I bought you your favorite drink from Starbucks. Because I remember that you said it when you said it. That's where we at? Number two? Number three, because I ain't done. Number three, she looks like the type of dusty bitch that can't afford her own shit. So that's why she was like, oh, I got all these 5-star places. Okay, bitch, a lot of people go to them 5-star places. Anyway.
Agree, Deandra.
Not true. Not all older niggas like that.
Well,
they just want some of them know how
not.
to play the game better than the younger niggas, because he been getting on pussy for years, so he know how to get pussy easily. He don't always take that bitch out. Number three and number four.
You see her? She waited 25 minutes before she grinded this bitch out. She didn't come back.
She's ready.
That
She's
bitch
ready.
don't
Keep
even
going.
If you gonna come on camera talking that shit and talking your shit heavy, I'm gonna need you to come better than that. Cause you don't even look like you like a lot of. You don't even look like you really give a fuck. You just look like you just trying to get on TikTok, take a picture of the 5-star meal, and that's it. And what's 5-star to you, bitch, ain't 5-star to me. I'm just saying. She looks like a dumb young girl. She really do. Then the bitch talking about some, oh, well, why would I get a $16 martini? I want a $60 fucking martini. I've never been to Fat Tuesdays, so I was like, yeah, I want to go.
Olives, please.
Gonna be lit. This shit gonna be lit. I ain't never been here. Yes, I'm so excited, bitch. Of course, our dates after that was expensive, but I'm like, it was like, oh, you want to go Dutch? You want to pay? I don't care about none of that. We here to have a good time. First of all, I don't even know if I'm gonna like you like that. So let's go Dutch so I can say, hey, I paid for my meal. I'm good. I can
That's
slide.
what I'm saying.
You ain't gotta never say, well, I paid for this ungrateful bitch, cause you know she acted like she ain't want to give the pussy up anyway. So y'all know how niggas get, especially hey man, that's my bro.
Mm-hmm.
So he off. How I am. He know exactly how I am. He know what the fuck I'm talking about. And first of all, she came on with them nut ass her outfit screamed city bitch. Like she for everybody. Don't
she a city girl, huh?
Everybody with the half gold and the tights and shit. Like that shit was all cap. It's some of y'all in the fucking comment, y'all stop lying. Oh, I want a nigga to pay for me, and cause some of y'all baby dads didn't even fucking pay for y'all on the first date. Y'all went Dutch. Stop lying. Get the fuck out of here, yo. Bitches just be lying. Like, I don't give a fuck who, man. You can come with the smoke. I give you my address. I give you my number. I give you my DM. Slide. It's cool. Don't nobody give a fuck. Y'all gotta stop.
So go back to being quiet. No, go back to being quiet.
No. Y'all gotta stop.
My sister. She's definitely my sister. Like, what is happening right now?
Because y'all be lying. No, these niggas ain't take y'all the fuck out. They took y'all to their house. Stop lying.
This is how we getting fucked on air mattresses, and I'm just saying.
You to the bar at the corner.
Listen,
and then he got you a drink with some wings in the fucking 25-cent wings.
A newfound respect for that. What is going on? Shit, stop popping out like that.
Listen, I'm done. Done. You know me. You know I'm a run it. The boy in the comment, Matt, he know how I carry. You know what the fuck I'm gonna say. This shit be cat. Like, bitches really be out here dating cat. Like, there's no man that's gonna ever find me, ever be chivalry if did. Stop getting Tyrone. Stop getting a nigga that's always in jail. Stop getting a motherfucker not jail. If he calling, yo, shorty, what's up? What's up? That nigga is not gonna take you to fucking 5-star restaurants. He's just trying to bomb. Oh, I'm not done. Then she said, I know niggas. You don't. You probably don't even hang with niggas like that. I hang with a bunch of niggas niggas all my life. I always hung with a bunch of niggas. That's how I never could like really date because I knew the cat. Because my niggas put me on to all the cat. So I was already privy. So you can't do this and that. I know he ain't gonna take me out. I can just get some dick from him. I know it's gonna be good, but he ain't gonna be able to give me more than what I want. But I know this one over here, he really trying to get to know me. He gonna take me out. I'm gonna be grizz with him, but the one I want with the good dick, I'm gonna keep him in the tuck. I'm gonna put him back. I'm gonna put him in the tuck. Listen, I got asthma. I'm not done. Cause y'all act like this. Y'all really be acting like y'all really be outside with niggas. And I'm a city bitch and he pay for this, he pay for pussy, and he pay for this, he pay for that. This nigga don't even buy you no fucking, like, listen, Shannon said he paying for babysitters. Now that's big dick energy right there. If you gonna pay for a babysitter, oh, you stepping it up. These niggas
Shannon out here paying for
McDonald's.
babysitters, bro.
I mean, he's
Shannon
ready.
said he was paying for the babysitter so he can get them cheeks.
He's ready.
He's getting ass. That's all he getting. He might get ass the first night. I don't know. It depends on where you take her. No, if he get ass that first night, shit.
What is happening right now?
I
I swear
cannot.
to God, and like that.
Listen, everybody pay for pussy and everybody pay for dick. It's just what it is. Even
That's
if you
true.
married, you paying for pussy. Even if you married, you paying for dick. I paid for dick last week. I paid like
Not
a
7
fucking
minutes.
$300 day. That's paying for dick too. Everybody gotta pay for something. Everybody's paying to play out here. Stop acting like y'all not paying for niggas. Everybody's paying for niggas. Everybody paying for pussy. It is what it is. That's what make the world go real. That's what I'm saying. Like, stop capping. Stop fucking capping. That's it. If one thing y'all gonna do in this fucking screen and Melanated Vibrations is be fucking for real. Get that cap shit out of here. Y'all know y'all bitches be paying for niggas. Get the fuck out of here. Y'all know y'all paying for Jordans and Nike fucking hoodies. Stop lying. I'm done. I had to get that shit off my chest. I'm done.
This is why you be quiet. Little baby, go back to Florida.
Y'all be
Little
like,
baby, I should have just let her be fucking quiet.
No, shut up, OG.
Now, Brandy,
Yeah.
real quick. You come on here telling people my business about my 7 minutes.
Wow.
Oh, I missed that.
She
Shit,
did.
I
Y'all
saw
want to
this
see?
coming.
Brandy said Shannon only need a babysitter for 7 minutes.
Oh, damn.
I had made the comment a long time ago. All I got is 7 minutes. Okay? That's 2 heavyweight rounds in a fight.
7 minutes could go a real long way. Let me tell you.
And the Mike Tyson
I'm
bitches,
single
they be
OG
full of
with
it.
me.
They be full of it. They be full of it.
I'm so single. I'll
Let's
take
go
4.5
with the Nike
minutes. at this
tracksuit.
point.
Hey, listen.
Thank y'all for coming to my TED
7
Talk.
minutes. That's all I need is 7 minutes. It is what it is.
Not 7 minutes. Don't do yourself like that. Don't cut yourself short, okay? We're not gonna do that. Don't be telling these hoes your business before they be in your inbox.
They've already been in his inbox.
I
They've
assure
already
you
been
this.
in his inbox.
I assure you this. I've said that a long time ago on our podcast, right? The Big Exclusive Podcast, Tuesdays at 7 p.m. only on the Big Exclusive Network.
It's the marketing for me. But go ahead.
That ain't stopped a soul from sliding in my DMs at all. That hasn't stopped the soul from sending me nudes, accepting date invitations, none of that shit, okay? So 7 minutes.
All right, Deandra, I got a question for you. Put her comment up there. So, since the nigga paid for your babysitter, for your mom to babysit her grandkids, did you get a nigga some ass? Yes or no?
Oh.
I don't need a backstory. I just need a yes or no. That's it. That's the thing about, listen, shit, baby, you see this shit? Do you see this shit? This
Not
is
the
about
fucking
dog
sidewalk, my
She's
dude.
dog walking. It's like,
I'm sorry.
I
I had to let this out
right
really out. It was
This
bitches
why
be
we
lying.
shouldn't let her
That's
do
all
it.
I got.
Building. It was
Bitches be
building.
lying. That's all I got.
Because I knew
You
when
paid
she
to bust her
was quiet
ass.
and she
Right,
wasn't
that's
looking
what
at
I'm
the
saying.
screen, she was about to go off. So, all right. So this is the thing with women, though.
Eventually,
Okay, yes,
eventually,
like that
though,
night you gave him some ass, or you had to work up to giving him some ass. Like, how many more dates after that before you gave him some ass? Can a man
who
pay
the
for
fuck is waiting 30 days? If you give my mom
That's
some
what I'm
money,
saying. Eventually, what the fuck does that mean? We need now. I need
you
details.
get ass. Let's
30
be real.
days is crazy.
Hey, I'm dropping the link in the chat, okay?
We're on timeout.
So, Dom, how long will you have sex on the first date?
Me at this big age, yes. I'm
sure the fuck did.
That's the thing.
Okay.
This is my thing. As women,
yes.
we know when we want to fuck a nigga.
I do. I sure do.
Immediately.
We knew when we met that nigga, we was gonna fuck that nigga. You know I'm fucking on the first date if I want to. I'm grown as shit. Sex is sex.
Listen, I was trying to bomb on the first
baby,
night.
I ain't Steve Harvey. We not waiting 90 days.
And it wasn't the
Right?
drink. And it wasn't the drink. I was just trying to hit. I ain't give a fuck about that. I said he tried cute. Fuck the drink. I just wanted to fuck. You know what I'm saying?
Period, Creamy.
Be real.
Right in that motherfucking parking lot.
Right in the parking lot.
In the back seat.
That's why
Hey.
you keep wipes and shit in your car.
I'm getting off.
Conversation.
Getting off.
Shit.
Y'all
No,
got any
stay
other questions
on.
for the men?
Stay.
I don't know. Yes, right in the parking lot.
Hey, Creamy, right in the parking lot, huh?
That's all I'm saying, Creamy.
That sounds like a true story.
Right in the back seat, depending on what position you want to be in, or you want to ride, you stay in the front. You want to hit it from the back, you get in the
No,
back.
she got no pretty privilege. She's average. She's a 7 at best.
Oh,
She's average as fuck like everybody else.
The pretty privilege is a thing.
Pretty, it ain't no pretty privilege. She pretty.
Period.
She's the aesthetic today.
That's too much detail. That's definitely a true story.
Right in that motherfucking back seat.
Right, Luke. I'm trying to retreat, Luke. I'm trying to retreat.
What? She got the drone.
You can always come on if you want to.
Oh,
wow. I'm not
nice.
So this is the thing.
No, she was 7 at best. And I'm a 7. I'm a 7.
But I do think pretty
was alright.
is a thing. I do think that. I think that some girls.
No, she was definitely pretty.
Yeah, she's pretty. She's beautiful.
She was the aesthetic of what they want today. So of course she would be pretty.
When
She's the mirror of what niggas want.
Hold on.
The niggas drop
what men are looking for.
So I'm just saying.
Men are looking for that slim, thicker kind of bitch. Let's be real. She fits the aesthetic. That's why it's pretty privilege for her.
Okay.
Not pretty because when she opened her mouth.
Well, I can only speak for me as a man. She pretty, but that ain't what I'm looking for. Not me personally.
An adjustable 6. Thank you, OG. Thank you, bro.
OG Captain. She wasn't no adjustable
7 at
6.
best of my Kevin Samuels fucking boys.
No.
She was pretty. Yo, because she's wild as shit, Jolene. She's wild as shit. Like, we're definitely related.
No. Wild and impossible, Luke? No.
Yeah, lying. These men are lying.
No, that's cat, man.
Like, what?
They're just lying.
No 5 and no possible.
Pretty privilege matters. That's what men are looking
She opened
for.
her mouth and she took her value down. She can't get a high value. Look, she's pretty.
I think she's pretty.
I understand that some women like this or prefer this.
I think she's a pretty girl.
She got a big ass forehead, bro.
Wow.
I do too. I got a big forehead too. That's okay.
You're pretty. You're pretty.
Nah.
Thank you.
You pretty because
When
you're
I'm single as shit.
When she opens her mouth, oh hell no, no.
Men like it. Look, don't
All
you
right,
see?
OG,
She went
you
to
got
When
a
she
point.
opens her mouth,
OG, you got a point. You got a
Men
point.
love it. Men love it,
Okay.
clearly.
that's when you open your mouth. It sounds interesting. When she opened her mouth, she just said bullshit.
Y'all gonna stop talking about big heads in here.
There's nothing wrong with a big head. Hers
I
just
like going crazy. My head is huge.
hers is just alien shit.
Nah, I think y'all taking it too far. Y'all taking it too far.
It's not. That's what y'all men like.
We're not gonna
Y'all
do no.
like
We're not gonna
that
do no
look
hate in
and
there.
that
We're not gonna
attitude,
do no
and that's
hate
how
in
we
there.
don't
y'all
do
like
hate.
Her mouth made her.
Body
Thank you,
shaming.
Loretta. Her mouth made her look dumb as shit.
But
That's
see,
what
that's
I'm
see.
saying.
All right, that's what I'm saying. Like, say that. Like,
You had to go
so
get
it's-
your hands
I said her mouth make her look horrible. When she opens her mouth, I was like,
oh, okay, all right.
Yeah.
Then I get that. I get it. But I still think, you know what I
I
mean.
think she's
I don't
an
know if she
attractive
knows.
woman.
I think she's very attractive, but
I
know
don't
what I mean?
like girls, but I think she's an attractive woman.
Yeah, she was
This
cute.
is the
I
thing.
mean, she probably would be. I don't know. Shit, I don't
Even
know.
if she opens her mouth, those are still her standards of dating. Like it don't have to be your standards of dating. You got a husband, so at some point you have standards of dating that got you where you are. For the rest of us that's in this motherfucking dating pool with P and fit and all
No,
that.
her standards are dumb. Her standards are immature.
Why
shit.
are they immature if they're her standards? That's what she requires, and this is the thing.
Actually, I don't know what she
Yeah,
requires.
this is what I'm saying.
See, this is why. But do you see? This is why I don't talk, because then it's like, oh, well,
No, you already said too much. You already
So,
said too much. It's
You
too
already
late.
got your
Might as
husband
well stay here.
say this, you can say that. I mean, look, I was in the fentanyl fucking shit too. I'm trying to tell you, I had horror stories of stalkers and shit. People run by my fucking
If this
apartment.
bitch can't read from the encyclopedia, Shannon not taking her ass out. We already know.
Shit. I had horrible shit too.
This is my thing, sis. This is my thing. You say they're stupid standards, but they work for her because
They're
she said
working.
on Friday, okay, that nigga wouldn't take her out, but on Saturday, a
But
nigga
where else will he go after that? But where will he go? Will it get somewhere? Will it get somewhere like
the
that?
next day? That nigga spent $250 just to put her in VIP. The
And he
next
could
day,
spend $250 and be working his way up to getting the pussy.
listen, I hope he got himself some ass after the VIP session.
I hope so too. I need to step. I need to
Why?
step.
When did it become about me?
All the
How
way
you
up.
gonna let them
How
roast
she get pray? Like how we doing?
What is happening? I'm just saying her standards are her standards. We don't have to agree with them, but it works for her because she said it worked for her. Friday didn't work out, but Saturday this bitch was in VIP with a nigga that spent $250.
Cap.
Was you there? We don't know.
Cap.
We don't know. Oh my god. We don't know.
Yeah.
We don't know.
This shit is just, it's just too, see, this is why
I'm hearing all the fine dining stuff.
I'm getting ready to get out of here because all of a sudden I'm being barbecued.
You are. I don't even know what you did.
What happened?
When I tell you
a Webster's dictionary.
I don't know what you did, Shannon, but
Tip started the shit. Tip started it.
Tip started it, yeah. It's like the highest level of encyclopedia.
Right.
I'm fucking crying. Brady, shut up.
Right. He probably did get his money. Like, yo, slide back because she.
But there are guys out there that want to.
Right.
Impress women.
That's what I'm
I
saying.
don't think she wants a man. OG asked why I don't think she wants a man. She doesn't give off I want a man. She wants what's
sugar
free
daddy
for the moment.
Yeah, she wants something to look good.
We learn something new every time, don't we?
Oh, stop roasting shit and y'all come blush.
I just think she wants a sugar daddy. She wants to feel financially secure. She wants to know that
get one.
Provide and take care of her. That's
okay, go get one. Stop trying to teach the rest of us what to do.
So we also got to realize this too.
That's
like
I agree, Deandra.
A lot of these women who happen to be close to the standard of beauty, right? They have larger platforms, right? That girl got damn near 30,000 followers. And for what? And for what? Like she has to do shit. Like, because at some point, let's be real. At some point, pretty like it only take you but so far. Now that you got him, what's
what
that?
you going to do with him after that? That's what I'm saying.
Right? Because again, pretty only gonna get you but so far. Just like handsome can only get you so far. Once a motherfucker, because I'm gonna tell you like this: men are easy to an extent, right?
That's a lie.
We've seen the likes of Halle Berry, Beyonce, Sofia Vergara, some of the most beautiful women in the world get cheated on, get dumped
because she's stupid.
At the end of the day, pretty only takes you so far. Where's the meat and potatoes? Where's the substance? Because once you get past pretty, like once you hit it,
you're done.
As pretty as she used to be. Because now you waking up seeing her without the filter, without the makeup, without the camera lens.
That's what I said.
Then what? Because ultimately, you have to be able to sustain a relationship on something, right? OG call it post-nut clarity.
I can't.
This is why I don't wear makeup, because you're gonna get
I don't wear makeup either.
I don't do that, baby. This is what you're gonna go to sleep next to and wake up to. Now I might have some drool on my mouth, but that's as far as that's gonna go.
Listen to what
I'm saying.
Single. We single as shit. That's a dollar bill, and I'm okay with it.
Single.
Deandra, I agree. Some women are naturally pretty. Some don't need filters. I agree. Or makeup. I agree with that as well. Right?
I'm cracking the fuck
I
up.
agree.
What's this?
But
People are
these
sitting
women have built platforms on just being pretty, just having a fat ass or a crazy body. They get flued out, they get the shopping spree, they get it beat up. But then what?
But this is what y'all men are going for. This is why women like me and Dom, this is why we are single and wondering what is the problem.
Time out.
Hey, Summer. You
That's-
big eared
that's not
lady.
the-
You're gonna have to go to the
That's
rewatch.
not the reason. That's not the reason y'all single. Okay?
Wow.
I believe
be
fully
clear.
that women being so free and so accessible is why good women are single, because we get pushed to the side. Because like Dom said, we don't want to send tip pics. We're not trying to send, we're not doing all that. That's just not who we are. So you're going to go to what's easier. And I've been dating for 5 years and I've heard this over and over. Like, I was intimidated by you. I didn't think you was really into me. Why? Because I didn't send you a vagina video like the easy girl did. It just doesn't add up. None of it adds up. Y'all want what's easy.
I'm
I
just
think
waiting
that's
for you to be done.
I'm
I think
done.
that's
I'm
the
done.
two-sided
Go ahead. I'm done.
coin. I think that's the two-sided coin, though, right? Because we say men want what's easy, and women want niggas that's gonna spend a bag.
Most of them, not me. I make my own bag. So,
True.
you know, I don't need that. I've dated.
But we do want some type of financial security.
I want
Listen.
someone that makes me feel safe enough to be all the woman that I want to be. But that's not based off of money.
Standards of dating, Summer. So we played a video from TikTok about a young lady stating that she doesn't do coffee dates or drink dates. Her typical standard dates are men that take her out to
Tiff,
expensive restaurants.
This is what I'm trying to say. I was trying to give her room to speak, right? Tiff said these type of women are accessible or only getting fucked. They're not getting relationships. They're not getting the ring. This is a fact.
Agree.
These women aren't the reason you guys are single. The reason, now at some point, we got to start taking accountability for our choices, right? Because if you say that the dating pool has pee and fentanyl in it, right? And you keep going swimming in that same pool, you deserve pee and you deserve fentanyl. Okay. But if you go up the block and around the corner and 6 miles that way west, that pool might be cleaner. You have to check the type. You also got to check yourself. What type of men are you attracting? What vibe are you putting out there that you keep attracting men who are inconsistent, who don't want to provide, who want to chase something easy? Ask yourself that. What are you putting out there that's attracting these type of men? So now, once we establish that, check what you're putting out there. Find another pool to date in, because pools are small. There's a world full of men. That means there are 2 big oceans and lakes for you to go swim in or for you to date in. A lot of people get this mindset and they're confined to their proximity, right? Mm-hmm. Which tells me you only have proximity to ain't shit men or inconsistent men or men who only looking for the easy mark.
I do need to move.
You got to expand your net. Those men will go after something that's easy. All men do that. But the minute we decide that we want something of substance is when we what? We widen our net. We ignore the girl who posts the fat ass and the titty pictures and she half naked 90% of her posts. She got 100,000 followers or she's on the scene all the time. No, I can only speak for me. I don't want that. I don't want that. I'm looking for assets and not liabilities, okay? I want my woman to ask me, what do I bring to the motherfucking table? Right?
But then men get
just what
that
she
and they
brings
don't
to
know
the
how to
table.
be consistent with a woman that brings so much to the table. And as far as dating outside of the pool,
you
for
might
me,
want to check yourself. You might not be bringing all that you saying you bringing.
I bring what I.
You might not be bringing all that you say that you bringing.
Men don't like to put in effort. If you're too far away, that's a problem. I live like in a small town right now, so I'm trying to date outside of this little town. But a lot of men that I encounter, they don't want to deal with the fact that I'm not so close and I'm not so accessible, and they have told me that, like, "Oh, you live too far," and it's like, "What do you mean? I drive, you drive. What's the problem?" But men want what's accessible too right then and there. Men don't want to put in effort anymore. You would date somebody that's 2 hours. Would you date somebody that's 2 hours away from you and take them serious?
No.
Okay. Okay.
No.
I think mine is the opposite though, as Shannon, what you're saying. Like mine is opposite though. You say it's what you put out there. Like, so I said I'm on a dating app. My dating app is very basic. Like my bio is very basic. For me, what I'm running into is I'm trying to give different guys a chance. Now, do I have my standards of like Brandy put in the comments, I'm Dom want a hood dude with a degree. Cool, let's go with that. Yes, I do. But for me, I do have standards. Like I would like for you to be college educated. I would like for you to be at least 6 feet. I don't want to date a midget. Whatever my preferences are. But for me, I get a lot of guys that like my profile, who say cute shit in my DM, and we're having a conversation back and forth, and then it goes dry because it's like, oh, you want to link up this weekend? Okay, sure, let's link up. And then they don't follow through. So I don't think that it's the guys that I'm choosing because I'm opening myself up to a wide range of different type of men. Except for white men. No offense, Jessica. I can't do it. I'm not ready to give up on black men just yet.
You have to have the realization that they aren't for you.
I'm okay with that.
So
you open yourself up to certain type of people, or you attract certain type of people. I actually don't know who I'm attracting because it doesn't go further than a couple days of DMing.
So here's my point. We was talking about Jess and the comment she made. That's not applicable to all women in all situations. However, right? If he's not willing to travel 2 hours, he's not for you, right? Because the man you want, the man that you'll end up with, won't mind doing that.
True.
The man you want will be consistent and follow up and do what he need to do to make sure he gets you. I think we got to stop trying to fit square pieces into round holes, right? Just because a motherfucker look good, sound good, might have 1 or 2 things or 3 things that you find that check off your boxes and think it's supposed to work out. That's not the reality of what a human being is. Number one, you are not going to meet that man truly until you've had enough time to be around him consistently. Okay? Until he's had that post-nut clarity, or until you've collected enough red flags, or he's collected enough to say, you know what, I'm cool. What we have to understand is just because you fit the description, or you fit this, that, and the other thing, or they check off certain boxes, that don't mean they're capable of loving you the way that you need to be loved. That don't mean they speak your love languages. He can be consistent. He could drive 2 hours every day back and forth, and still it end up being a bad relationship. Because regardless of how many boxes they check off, the most important ones to you is how you're being loved on. Are they capable of that? Yeah, his dick is capable of getting hard and giving you a wet ass, giving you a few orgasms, cool. But does he stimulate your mind? Does he go out his way? Does he compliment you enough? Is there acts of service?
Yeah, but I'm not speaking for everybody, but I can say for me, for dating for the last 4 or 5 years, it is consistently the same exact cycle. Men will say all this that they want, and I'm so this amazing thing, but the consistency breaks down, or they don't want to put the work into travel, or whatever the case is. If women are lots to blame, but I mean, we're acting like men don't just be out here just saying the most, but then running into those easy girls DMs, the ones who are sending you the videos and the pictures and stroking your ego in all those ways. Men do want what's easy, because they said it in the comments earlier. What I'm not going to do, somebody else is going to do so easy. I'm not perfect, but I think I'm a pretty great catch. And I know that I give up easy. I've been trying to work on that. Normally, as soon as I see one red flag, or I feel a little bit of inconsistency, I'm out. So men tend to call me, oh, she's cold-hearted, she's a runner. But that's not the case. We're grown. Like, there's no mistakes. You're making conscious choices. So if you're not texting me back in time, or you're not showing effort or wanting to take a drive or something, I'm done. I'm done, because it just doesn't make sense for me at the age I'm at. But men really do put out there like they want all this stuff, but then when they get it, they don't know how to treat it. That's why I have a lot of stragglers.
I just want to say I don't like a wet ass. But go ahead, continue.
A wet ass is nice. What's wrong with a wet ass? Shit. I want a wet ass.
I'm crying.
We'll go to McDonald's and
Yes,
get
you want a waffle. You want a waffle ass.
I'll take a wet waffle McChicken ass at this point. Like,
what is a McChicken ass? Jesus.
But with cheese.
No. I'm lactose intolerant. I don't know if I'm supposed to have.
I need to step my standards up, because this girl's going out getting $250 meals, and I can't get a man who wants to drive an hour and a half. Like, it's crazy. It's crazy.
You say that as if.
As if what?
That woman just said, all right.
Shut up, Brandy.
She get $250 dinners, right?
Me too, Brandy.
Right? She get 200. She got it apparently 2 or 3 times that weekend, right?
Yeah, it works for her.
From Texas, you could damn.
That's crazy. I'm gonna get on.
And just because she got those dinners equates to what exactly? She found a man that she can spend the rest of her life with.
He took on that 250 date, fucked, and then probably ducked.
Yeah, but that's what she's looking for, and she's getting it.
She's looking for a sugar daddy.
Yeah, and it's working. It's working for her.
We don't actually know if it's working though. We just know what this bitch put on TikTok.
Well, yeah, we got to go with what she said.
And be careful what you guys believe on social media, man. Social media don't be people real lives.
I want to go on
People
TikTok.
say and do shit to get clicks and to get engagements. I post shit every day that don't have nothing to do with my life.
Shannon be out here shooting violence on a regular day basis. With
me and OG.
Oh, I know. I've seen OG posts.
Looking for engagement, right? That up the page numbers. That they cut the check for stuff like that. Don't necessarily be people's real lives, man. A lot, even I tell you, it's entertainment. Rappers may rap about other people in their neighborhood lives. The shit don't be real. Don't be about. Now the drill music be real, but the point is, just because somebody said it on the internet, don't mean it's true. OG just posted the other day. A lot of y'all forget that it's people who know you in real life, and they be out here posting the wild. I literally unfriended some people for that very reason. Like, yo, I know you. Like, you got to be on Kidding Me Avenue. Like, I can't keep watching this because the urge to say like. Bullshit be overwhelming.
I agree. I'm just saying, for the sake of this conversation, we only had that video of her to go off of. But yeah, social media also is another reason why I'm single. People always looking at something else and want that, and that doesn't really exist most of the time.
I do, Deandra. I thought about that. I wonder, is it different, or are standards different as Black women than it is being a white woman? Is the vetting different? Do I think? But I also think that being of a non-melanated skin tone comes with a different level of privilege that Black women will never have. So we got to fight a little harder. I knew what you meant. That's just my opinion. I just think it's different.
So, Summer, I'll agree with that, right? It's all a crapshoot. But it's ways to what lawyers say, mitigate risk, right? It's ways to mitigate risk. You have to ask yourself, what's the purpose or what's your intent for dating? What is your criteria for the person that you want to date? Why are you rolling the dice on somebody who don't meet any of your non-deal breakers or any of your standards?
Well, non-negotiables, as I call them.
Non-negotiables, yes. Like the thing I'd be curious about is, for women, you're rolling the dice initially. No, Summer. I agree to an extent. When you
Fentanyl.
initially meet somebody,
thank you, Tiffany. Fentanyl.
When you initially meet somebody, it's a physical thing, right? It's a physical attraction. But people think at that point you have like you absolve yourself of all responsibility because this motherfucker is cute or fine or sexy or whatever. No, you don't. Again, the whole point of dating is to get to know people. What kind of questions are you asking on these dates?
Mm-hmm.
We've had a show about, the type of questions I be asking.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody thought I was crazy. Like, nigga, that's too personal. For who? For what?
He just want to know if a bitch can read the menu. Like, if you can't say tilapia,
that's a deal breaker for me. Illiteracy is a deal breaker for me.
This bitch over here talking about some tilapia. Bitch, it's tilapia.
Not a
She hit me with the filet mignon. It was time to go.
And it was time to wrap this date up. Okay.
Yeah, it was time to go.
This shit is not a quesadilla, bitch.
You order skimps. It's time to go.
Mm-hmm. Check, please. Yep.
Maybe I need to make my standards a little higher because I don't have that many non-negotiables.
What do you have a list written down? Everything you want in a man?
I don't have it written down. I really don't require that much. Just some consistency, some honesty, motivation. That's really about it. Men just don't seem to be consistent. That is why I feel single.
Get you a list.
See, I'm really having a problem with that consistency word, right?
Right.
Yeah, I'm not.
Because the thing is, people have like, I guess you got to define what's consistency for me.
Everything. You have to be consistent. Do not come out the gate texting me every single day, and then we're 2 weeks in and now I'm hardly hearing from you. Do not come out the gate telling me all these dreams and goals and aspirations you have, and I'm 2 months into dating you and you still not making any type of movement towards all these things you talk about. Consistency in every way, even if they're a father or whatever they're doing in life, it needs to be consistent. I don't like people that are really just front. They say all these things, but nothing they're doing goes along with it. That will make me distant and that makes me run. And that's why to people who know me or who have spoken to me on a personal level, they'll say, oh, she's cold-hearted, she's a runner. And it's like, but what am I running from? You're not giving me all the greatness. So as soon as I see some inconsistency or that you're not really who you're portraying, I'm out. Because I don't need a man. I want a man, but I don't need one. So I'm not about to play these games at the age that I'm at. Whatever you come into the door with, stay with that energy. Once that energy changes, I'm out.
That's probably the most like unrealistic thing I've heard. That's how you feel about consistency as well.
Those are my standards.
So consistency is one of my standards.
Mm-hmm.
I do understand that life happens. So I think for me, I'm more of an empath. I guess maybe that's the therapist in me. So I am more understanding that people have situations. But I think that I've said this many times on this podcast, communication is key. As an adult, we should be able to effectively communicate when something is off, something is wrong. Use your words. I'm not a mind reader. I'm not going to try to read and figure out what's going on with you. I think sometimes I do that with people where I'm reading body language or like the unspoken words or like, the nonverbals. And so I guess what's going on with people, I want someone to tell me like, hey, you know what? I'm having a rough time. This happened. So if you don't hear from me, cool, I get it. Let me send my prayers up and, whatever for you. But consistency is key for me. Like, I need you to be consistent. Like the person that I'm dating or whatever you want to call it, he's consistent, but let me see how long that lasts. So he texts me every morning. If it's too late, I'll text him and we'll have conversations throughout the day. So we're communicating or we'll see each other.
Mm-hmm.
I like consistency. That's a requirement for me. What is wrong with wanting some type of, how do you get to build with somebody if the first thing they can't even do is be consistent? You don't even know if this person is able to be stable or provide stability if they can't be consistent with you. Again, life is happening for you. Please communicate that with me so that I can support you in any way that, feels safe for you. But consistency is a big thing.
Mm-hmm.
Like, why are we texting heavily and then we just ghosting each other?
Mm-hmm.
And then you come back like 2 weeks later, like nothing happened.
Mm-hmm. And then I'm the issue. They call me cold-hearted. I'm a runner, and it's like, but that it just doesn't add up. It doesn't add up.
Well, I don't got no previous trauma being carried forward, so I'm not sure who that comment is for, but it's not for me. I don't have no daddy issues or mommy issues. So I had both of my parents in my life.
I've been through a lot of things, but I work through them and move on. I'm not like the sit in my own sadness and dwell. Life happens.
Just for
and
me. Shannon, would you
like,
date somebody that's not
feel
consistent?
either.
Would you date a woman that's not consistent?
So the first thing I'll say is I try to, you know, I'm heavy on communication, right?
I know.
But I thought the whole point was, I don't know, maybe I'm looking at this differently. You guys can tell me. But the point as adults is to grow and to evolve and to mature and to elevate your status in life. So maybe I'm bad at communication, but life is very fluid for me. So the example, Dom, summertime, your schedule is a little bit different in the evening, right? I know because we talk and we do shit, right? What's changed?
Between what, summer and fall?
Yeah.
My schedule has changed. My son plays football. That's a fall sport.
All right.
So I'm not available as much.
And that's what I'm saying. When did you, now not that we dating, but when did you communicate that to me?
But you and I have had these conversations, even just on the show, like, hey, I'm at football
that's what I'm
practice.
saying.
Like,
but that's what I'm saying.
Go to get in the car with me. We're going to football practice, but that's communication.
But it's not a, and I understand that, right? But what I'm saying is everything changes. Like life changes, life happens, and it's fluid. Like I said, communication is key for me. And if I communicate like, yo, this shit is not a priority for me, it's just not. If I communicate, if I'm doing something consistently in my communication and that changes, something has changed for me in my life. And if you talk about somebody I'm just dating, at the level of private I am about my personal life, I'm not telling Dom, you couldn't tell nobody what's going on in my personal life. And I love you. We friends. Right or wrong.
But I'm also the person that's like, hey, haven't heard from you. I hope all is well. That's how I communicate. So if you decided to stop texting me one day and I noticed like, damn, me and Shannon ain't talked in a minute, nigga, I'm about to either knock on your door or I'm gonna text you, hey, I hope all is well, nigga. We got a whole group text. Like, but that's just me. That's why I said communication and consistency go hand in hand because life be life and life be kicking our ass. She definitely got hands and she could fight. So if I go from dating somebody and we're talking consistently and then you just ghost me and I don't hear from you, I'm going to at least make the attempt to reach out. Hey, haven't heard from you. I hope all is well. I'm not going to force myself on you. I will try to create a safe space. But like you said, if you're an ultra private person, what can I do other than just say that I'm here whenever you're ready to talk? Yes, OG, I do have a failed relationship. Now what? Where do we go from here? You said
me too.
It's not trauma. I don't agree with that. And I did a whole segment on what trauma is, and I don't agree with that. So that's my opinion. I don't think anything that causes pain is trauma. I think when you are in pain or you have a loss or you break up with somebody, you go through it, you heal from it, and you move on. Trauma is something that unfortunately may reoccur for you and may keep opening up wounds for you, and certain things may trigger because of that trauma. I don't think that getting broken up with is traumatic. I think it's a part of life and it happens. Everything in your life dies. Your parents die, your siblings die, your friends die, your grandparents die, and eventually everyone is going to suffer a loss of some sort. You lose a job, you have a failed marriage, you get divorced, a kid, anything. Those are all traumatic experiences, life events that happen. That's, to me, trauma. But, breaking up with somebody, that you get past it and you move on. Because everything ends. Everything comes to an end at some point.
That shit is trauma for me.
To certain people, absolutely. Right. Losing my mom, like, it'll be 10 years. It'll be 10 years on the 16th for me. And it never gets easy.
Mm-hmm.
It never gets easy. Like it becomes bearable, but it still feels like it just happened. So for me, that's traumatic because of who my mother was to me. But me getting broken up with, I'm not carrying that shit with me. It's been almost a year and I have let that go. I have healed. I have worked past it. And I wish nothing but good things for that person. I don't carry that with me in my spirit. Because then I close my heart to anybody else that may be out there for me.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm not going to close my heart.
I'm going to say this, and I'm getting out of here. Everybody deserves the type of relationship they want. I don't care what kind it is. I don't care with who it is. Everybody deserves a shot at being loved on the way they want to be loved on and loving on somebody the way they should be loved on.
Mm-hmm.
You will never get that if you look at other people's relationships and try to make them yours. You will never get that as long as you out here being jealous, hateful, or envious of other people's situation. Even admiration is not good. Find the person that you could talk to. It sounds so simple, right? And when I say talk to, I mean about everything. Find you somebody that you're not afraid to communicate with openly and be transparent with. The rest will fall in place. I've said this, people get on. I could give a fuck about love, okay? Give me respect, give me loyalty, have integrity. Love goes up and down, up and down, up and down. But respect, loyalty, and integrity will maintain the relationship when you have those valleys and you're not at that peak. Be intentional about dating. Ask all the requisite questions. I don't care how tough you may think they are. Your person won't think they're tough questions. Trust me. Okay? With that being said, I hope everybody find the type of relationship, the measure of love, and the amount of love that they're looking for. Date with your own standards, set your boundaries, never fucking settle. Okay? You owe it to yourself. And if you're going to have the best shot at doing that, just make sure you never settle. Do the work, be authentic to yourself. Dom, love you. Jess, love you too. I'm out of here.
Bye. Any last good words for the people, Jess?
I don't really have much to say. I mean, my inbox is open and clearly my standards are right here. I want to go to McDonald's and get some waffles this weekend. So that's that.
McDonald's got waffles?
No, so we need two things. Like bring the waffles, we can stop at McDonald's or vice versa.
McDonald's got good pancakes and sausage though.
I know, but the waffles, honey, we was talking about the I need waffles in my life one of these days. My standards are low.
I'm not dealing with this. Thank you, Jess, for joining. Her inbox is open, guys. That's what she's saying. Her inbox is open, okay? You can see it live and up close what she look like. Okay, she got the titties. Go on and jump on her inbox, fellas, okay? You see it, okay? She got the tats, all right? She got the bang, yang, yang. Don't play with her, all right? Go on and jump on her DM because it's very much open. Hers, not mine. Okay. So thank you guys for tuning in to Melanated Vibrations each and every Monday at 7 p.m. I always appreciate you guys so much for joining. You just never know what we're going to talk about. This week was standards of dating. As you can see from the many comments, the people that have come on, standards change. They can be fluid. It depends on who the person is. But do not let these social media relationships fool you, as Big Exclusive has said. Know what it is that you want. That person is out there for you, and they are going to meet all of your standards, all of your non-negotiables. Continue to love on each other. Continue to spread positivity. Continue to spread joy. I love you guys so much. I'll see you next week, next Monday at 7 p.m. Don't forget to tune in tomorrow to the Big Exclusive podcast at 7 p.m. with Big Exclusive, Angry OG, and Top Flight, and their special guest, DJ Alamo. Then you're going to jump over to Wednesdays to Women's Wellness Wednesdays at 6 p.m. with Reek and T. And then you're going to hop on over to Thursday to the Ant Money Experience at 7 p.m. We give you everything you need right here at the Big Exclusive Network. I'll see you guys in the comments tomorrow. Bye.